Friends, I have a special video for you today. Some of my friends will be moving on to kindergarten next year. They won't be in preschool any longer because they're getting to be big kids. So I have a story about going to kindergarten. I hope you enjoy it. Going to kindergarten. Preschool is finished and my friends and I will be moving on to kindergarten. Not all of your friends in preschool will be, but some of them will. Some of us will go to school in Jonesville at Williams Elementary. I had some students this year that will be moving on to Jonesville for kindergarten. Some will go to Guyer Elementary, that's in Hillsdale. Others will go to Bailey Elementary, that's also in Hillsdale. In kindergarten, we sit together on the carpet, just like you did in preschool. That's the same. Some things in kindergarten will be the same as preschool, so you will already know those. It'll be exciting. You'll know some of the expectations. We will learn about the calendar and the weather and counting and lots of other things, just like you did in preschool and just like we've been doing on our Zoom meetings. Most of us will sit crisscross, so we have enough room for all of us. So most of the time your friends will sit crisscross on the rug, but sometimes you might have some friends that maybe need to sit in a break chair or a break box and they watch from afar because it's just too much to be that close on the rug. So, you know, people might be sitting in different places too, but most of your friends will be crisscross applesauce. We keep our hands in our lap while we are listening. That shows that you're a good listener if you have your hands in your lap. In kindergarten, we will do our work at our tables. Sometimes you did some work during, for small group or something at the table or table time, but you will do more work at the table in kindergarten. We will write and share our stories. You know how you've been learning about your letters and your sounds. We've been writing things on our message board. Well, you're going to learn how to write your own stories in kindergarten. Isn't that exciting? We will also eat our snacks at the table. Just like you had snack time in preschool, you might have snack time in kindergarten. In kindergarten, we raise our hands when we have something to ask or say. It's really important to remember to raise your hand and to wait for your teacher to call on you so that she doesn't have everybody talking at once. It gets really confusing when everybody talks at once. In kindergarten, we'll walk in a line, just like you probably walked in a line when you were in preschool. At recess, we will be safe with our hands and our bodies. We don't want to push or shove or do anything like that. We want to be safe. Your teachers will tell you the rules, so you need to listen so that you can follow the rules and be safe. Listen for the whistles from the playground supervisor. So you might have your teachers out on the playground with you, but you might also have some of the assistants and you might hear a bell. And when the bell rings, then you have to line up. So you have to really listen for that bell or the whistle. The hallway is a quiet place, just like it was in preschool. Kindergartners need to be very quiet when they're in the hallway. Remember in preschool, they said to put your bubble in your mouth, quiet lips, or we would say lips and hips, hand on your hip and finger to your lips. Same goes in kindergarten, quiet in the hallway. We walk with calm bodies. We do not run down the hallway. We walk safely. And our eyes are looking in front of us so we don't bump into anybody. If we're looking like this, we might smash into a friend. So we need to be looking forward so we can see who is in front of us. Sometimes we will take wiggle breaks. We can do this without bumping into each other. You might have some new rules this year in kindergarten with all this virus stuff that's going around and the social distancing. Your teacher might have some new rules, so it might be really important that you learn to stay in your own space. We take care of the equipment in the classroom. You may not have equipment that looks like that. That's a little old looking, but you might have an iPad or something. and you need to make sure and take care of it when you're done so it doesn't fall and break or get stepped on. We wash our hands after the bathroom and anytime our hands get messy. You might be washing your hands even more than you did before because with the virus going around, we want to stay safe and healthy. So we want to wash those germs away. In kindergarten, we listen to all of our teachers. You might have a gym teacher. You might have an art teacher. You might have a music teacher. You might have a lot of different teachers, and you need to listen really well to all of them. Other things that we will do in kindergarten, we need to use kind words. And remember, we need to use kind words all of the time. You know, whether we're at home or with grandma or grandpa or friends, we always need to use kind words. We need to help each other. If you need some help, ask for it. And if you see somebody that needs some help, then be there and pitch in. It makes our friends happy. That's being a good friend. Well, you might read with each other and our big buddies. You might read with your teacher. You might read with a classmate. Or you might have big kids that come down to your classroom and read with you. That's fun too. You need to always remember to share. Remember, you don't want to be a Minosaurus. Minosauruses don't have any fun. If you remember to share and take turns, you will have lots of friends to play with that like you. It's a lot more fun when you have friends to play with. So remember, share and take turns. What does a cleanup song mean? You know, you probably had a cleanup song in preschool. That's right. It means it's time to put away toys and books and be ready for our next activity. I will miss my preschool teachers, but kindergarten will be fun. You probably will miss your preschool teachers, but your preschool teachers will miss you too. We miss our boys and girls so much, and we wish we could give you a great big hug. And someday, when things are safe, we'll be able to do that again. And we will see you again. But until then, I hope that you have a wonderful summer and that you really enjoy it and that you are so excited about going to kindergarten. And in the fall, you go to kindergarten, you will do great things. So I am going to send the story to my students who will be going on to kindergarten. I'm going to email the story to your parents in case they want to print it out. But until then, I will say goodbye, and I will still be on here for our Zoom meetings or our videos that will be on YouTube through the first week of June. So bye, friends. Have a great evening.